and welcome to today's episode of the Matched Betting Chronicles. As you might be able to tell, I'm doing some Betfair trading at the moment, so this is not going to be a video about matched betting today. And I just wanted to show you my second favorite Betfair trading strategy, and it's called correct score Dutching. So on any game on Betfair, you can just go to the game and then you click on correct score, and it will list all the different score lines that this match could be. Now, it normally only goes up to like, I think 3-2, 3-3. After that, they just do any other home win or any other away win. So Lille are 2-0 up at the moment, and basically to bet on any other away win is odds of 6.8. Obviously, at the start of the match, they were a lot higher than that, but because they're 2-0 up, that could easily happen. So I'll just show you what I've done quickly. I've put some stakes on quite a few different score lines here, the ones in green. Now, I did my research before the game and I read quite a lot of score predictions. I looked at the head-to-head of these teams and their current form, basically. And it seemed to me like it was going to be quite a high-scoring match. Lens had a great start to the season, but they've dipped in form a lot recently. And Lille, they've been on a great run. I think I read that they're unbeaten in 11 games. So they're doing well now after a rocky start to the season. But it's a cup game. Anything can happen in a cup. So it's quite a tricky one to tell what was going to happen here. Anyway, so I didn't think I needed to cover 0-0 because I presumed there would be goals. So if it did finish, if it just stayed 0-0 and I didn't cash out, I'd have lost £58.97 by the end of the game. If there was just no goals late on, I would have traded out, but I'd have probably lost like -30, -40 maybe. I also didn't really think it's just going to be 1-0 to Lille, but I thought you never know, it could be. So I just put a little stake on the 1-0 scoreline so that I'm only going to lose £3.97 if it was 1-0. And I also didn't cover 1-0 to Lens, and I just put a little bit on 2-0 to Lens. I thought Lille would win, but you don't really know. It's unpredictable football. Didn't know which way it was going to go. So I'm in a reasonably good position here. I have covered 2-0 to Lille. I've got 3-0 covered. I've got 2-1 to Lille covered and 3-1 as well. So that's why I'm being offered some profit now. So if I click this cash out bar now, I can get out with £15.85, which is not bad as a percentage of my stake. I know a lot of people who would take that, but because I'm in a good position here, I'm thinking I'll stay in a bit longer and try and get this green value up, try and get a bit more profit. But I'm not totally safe here because basically if Lille score one more, I need to exit the market because I've got 3-0 covered, yes, but I haven't got 4-0 covered. Any other away win, I lose. So if Lille score 3-0, whatever this value is in the cash out bar, whether it's red or green, I've just got to go because I can't take the risk of 4-0, really, because I'll lose my whole stake. And this strategy is all about protecting your stake. You want to win more profit than you lose, basically. And for these types of games, as well as I do, football is totally unpredictable sometimes. You can't win all of these trades. Impossible. So you just got to make sure you protect your stake, get out when you should, And if you are on the green now and it's looking good, try and stretch it out. But anyway, that's something I've got to perfect. Maybe it is a good idea to cash out now because that is a reasonable percentage. But anyway, I'm going to stay in for a bit longer and just see how this goes. Now, I was a bit anxious at the start of this one because I didn't have 0-0 covered or the 1-0 to Lens, and it was Lens who started better. So you can see from the match stats that's at the sort of bottom right of the screen that Lens have had 16 shots, 8 on target, and Lille have only had 5 shots and 3 on target. So I guess they've just been a lot more clinical, really. So because of that, I was relieved when Lille scored. They made it 1-0 after about 30 minutes. So that put me in a more comfortable position because obviously then it couldn't be 0-0 and it can't be 1-0 to Lens. So I felt more safe. But unfortunately for me, it was 2-0 sort of less than 5 minutes later. That's too quick. So that put me back in the red for a while because, if Lille scored again, there'll be too much of the game left, really. So obviously what you want your target scorelines to still be alive later in the game, and that's when you'll get more profit offered. So if it's still 2-0 sort of in 10 minutes, I think I'll be getting offered quite a lot of profit here to cash out. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Just give this game about 10 more minutes and see how it goes. So this strategy is fun because I feel more quite in control here. You can do your own research. It's not just about luck. And you want to be choosing games where you kind of have an idea of what's going to happen. Don't just choose random games here. Because that's when you will lose money. Don't ever do this strategy just because you're bored and want to get on a game. Game selection is really key here. So I say that, but I'm doing this on a cup game now, and cups can be unpredictable. But still, I feel like I've done a lot of research on this game, and I know these teams. I'm relatively comfortable here. But the only downside to this strategy, I'd say, is basically you've got to monitor what's going on. So you're in it for almost the whole game sometimes. I'll probably be in this until 70 minutes. So it can be quite time consuming because, you do have to keep an eye. If I walked out the room now for just 5 minutes and Lille scored and then scored another one, then I've lost my whole stake, £58.97 loss. I need to be around to push this cash out button if Lille get another one. So that's the only downside, but I'd say it's a fun strategy, and I think it's one that anybody could learn. So yeah, do give it a go. Thanks for listening, guys. See you later.